is meant to be the attention grabber.
Oh yeah, of course. It's definitely gonna be fun. Okay. Death Battle Dream Season 2026. Credits to The Raptor. Definitely leaving a like and definitely hyping this vid. Now, guys, I've watched The Raptor many times. He makes really cool videos about Death Battle. Because as a Death Battle fan myself, and so excited for the next Death Battle, Metal Sonic versus Cell. Even though I know that Cell's getting clapped, but yes, I'm a Death Battle fan. His content's good. You should go check out his content if you also like Death Battle, or just go check out his content because it's entertaining, and I like seeing his videos. So let's in Dream Season 2026, and I might agree with some of these Death Battles. I'm not sure, but let's go in 3, 2, 1, kablooey.
Hey, what's going on, you guys? My name is The Raptor, and on this channel, we love a good tradition. After many years of creating dream seasons for Death Battle alongside my Discord server, it's once again time to gather a completely new batch of ideas for the new year.
On this thumbnail, I saw Michelangelo, Slenderman, and Tengen. Bruh, I already knew this was gonna be a good dream season, bruh. Like, bro, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, top, bro, my top favorite characters in fiction. My favorite one's Leonardo. I mean, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is the reason why I like turtles as an animal, and I like turtles so much that my mascot channels a turtle with glasses, with a blue hat. And Slenderman, a creepy pasta I can definitely respect. And I like Demon Slayer. It's a good anime. One of my favorites. So yeah.
Or notes for this. But honestly, you guys, even with seasons not really being a thing in Death Battle anymore, we'll be sticking with the usual number of 16 episodes for this. But honestly, you guys suggested so many fun and creative battles that easily could have made up tons of seasons in total. So thank you to everyone so much for that, and if anyone watching hasn't joined the server but would like to partake in events like this, you can find that link and many others in the description. The selection process was incredibly difficult, especially when removing my own matchup bias in the grand scheme of things, but a lot of these decisions come down to semi-realism and also cohesiveness as a group of actual episodes Death Battle could make. Obviously, we can't have too many of the same kinds of characters, media formats, genres, or animation styles crammed into one season, and the frequency of all that stuff will try to be somewhat in line with Death
Wait, hold up, guys. I'm wearing my AirPods and like, hold up, my ears are getting like destroyed.
Battle's usual or average tendencies. But that doesn't mean we're not getting creative. I think we've got some decently out there picks and that there will be something in here for everyone. Other than that, I hope you all enjoy, and let's get started. Starting off with our premiere, Luz no Seda versus Anne Boon Choi, arguably the most popular modern cartoon matchup currently, and one that's been so highly
Yeah, this matchup has been very popular, and honestly, like, I'm not gonna pretend that I've watched these series. I haven't watched. I only watched like a few episodes. Like Amphibia, I only watched like a few episodes of it. Like, I'm not saying that I don't like it. I'm just saying like, I just didn't. I wasn't able to pick up the show because like, yeah, I just didn't pick up the show. Same thing for Owl House. Like, I just didn't pick up the show either. I don't even know what's going on in the show, but I did hear that. I think hey, just let you know, I don't even know the names, but the right one. I think the right one. I think Ansi Bunchua. Yeah, like you see, I think she like wins. I'm not sure how far Luz no Sita scales, but like I'm cheering for the right one.
anticipated for what feels like a little too long now. It's such a perfect episode to kick off the season, build up the hype, and likely attract a new wave of fans who've dreamt of some kind of Owl House and Amphibia crossover. It's a very character-driven idea that still has quite a bit of content from their series to cover, both of which allow for strong writing across all segments of the video. That, in my mind, is the best way to get the ball rolling and set the tone for everything that follows. This is really about as well-rounded as it gets. For episode 2, Mr. Fantastic versus Mr. Terrific, a relatively new kid on the block for comic book matchups as far as peak popularity. While Death Battle does do a better job with franchise variety these days, Marvel and DC are never going anywhere, and these super intelligent engines
Yeah, who I think will win this fight? Okay, I don't know how far Mr. Terrific skills, but I know Mr. Fantastic, the Fantastic Four, they're kind of crazy, and Mr. Fantastic has stretchy powers. Mr. Terrific, I don't really know his powers, but I think he's just really smart and has like technology. But Mr. Fantastic, I think, is really smart in technology and has like stretchy powers and stuff. Yeah, but and also I think Mr. Fantastic's technology I think is more impressive. I mean, to be fair though, I don't know Mr. Terrific's technology. I know Mr. Fantastic has like this um like this like suit, not suit, but like no, I think he had a suit that could go against like a Celestial or Galactus, and has this also another tech that like just erases something from existence or just erases something. So yeah.
And space explorers concept manages to be easy, relevant, and most importantly, actually good. Representing the current big changes of the superhero movie landscape, it would bring in both the casual and hardcore fans, as well as give us a more than appropriate introduction to Fantastic Four on the show. So it's a smart inclusion, no pun intended, but it also has the ability to massively succeed as its own product, like any good idea. For episode 3, Wing Gundam Zero versus Evangelion Unit 01, pitting two of the most recognized.
Okay, I'm not really into both of the series. I don't even know how far both of them even scale. Oh, I don't even know how far both of them even scale. But I know that Gundams just look so cool. Like I think I have a few Gundams, like where you build them. They just look so cool. Like I have them just because they look so cool. Ava's they look cool too, but like I don't know like I only know like a few characters from Evangelion. Sorry guys, I'm distracted because the tree outside just started moving because of the wind that kind of startled me. But continue with the video.
Recognizable mecha anime against each other and giving them some more much deserved spotlight on the show. These kinds of episodes have to dive into both the man and the machine. I think it's cool whenever each analysis has very distinct parts to cover, and it's super easy for the combat to be hard hitting and enticing while staying equally true to the way each of them fight.
But me personally, who I think is gonna win, I think the Gundam because like it could fly. Like yeah, it could fly and like be on the ground. I don't know if Ava's could fly and be on. I don't think Ava's could fly. I think only a few were just none at all. But I'm not sure. Like, correct me if I'm wrong because I don't know if they could fly or not.
From a bigger point of view as well, this matchup gives a little bit of variety to the scale of the combatants, because we're not going to see anything else that looks quite like this in this season. To paraphrase Boomstick, nothing's cooler than giant fighting robots. For episode 4, Omori vs. Room, as a lot of the members know, this was the most individually suggested.
I know. I do not know who these characters are except for Amori, but I don't know. None of the lore, no Skelly, nothing. I just heard the name and seen the character. I don't know who the heck is Room.
Matchup for this event, so kind of difficult to ignore. I envision this animation as mostly hand-drawn, but also having some incorporation of one or two other styles to properly rig or portray certain shots, not to mention tons of unique analysis, writing, and editing. The episode may not reel in as many new viewers, relatively speaking, but first and foremost, this one's meant to be the people pleaser for the really hardcore Death Battle fans, and also indie fans to some degree at least. Plus, you can't have a season without some daring, more experimental stuff peppered in. I'm sure no one's gonna disagree on that front. For episode 5, Jin Sakai versus Connor Kenway, Shinobi versus Assassin, the Ghost versus the Wolf. After many episodes in a row with crazy abilities or technology, this one takes a refreshing step back and emphasizes pure skill and devotion to the craft. And also some enhanced capabilities because it is video games. It's an
I'm cheering for Connor Kenway.
opportunity to flex with the choreography and to show just how well Death Battle understands the additional lore, and it's nice sometimes to have a battle built on pure badassery that fully plays it straight. It's got all the proper ingredients to thrive in this formula, and it adds some more variety to the tone of the season, which is always good for keeping things fresh and exciting. For episode 6, Homelander versus Nemesis, there has been a decent amount of talk regarding what's
Now I heard Nemesis and yeah, Nemesis. Oof, don't want to get into that series, but I don't know if Nemesis has any superpowers, or I don't know how far Nemesis goes, but I think Homelander's winning because Homelander's basically just like superhuman, like fly, laser vision, um, see like explosions, faster than explosions. Like I know he's definitely like I think definitely like city level or higher too. If we were really highballing him, like taking humanity's strongest nukes, right? And that's only if we're really highballing them. They're not just like blazing Homelander.
The best way to bring back Homelander, but while this is absolutely not the be all end all, it does appear to be one of his most workable and engaging options. Because these characters manage to be two of the most foul comic book villains without even being from the two major companies. And this is a good way to introduce another still pretty well known publisher. Not to mention likely having some actual debate prospects, although that kinda could all get thrown out the window depending on if or how DCKO Boss Battle affects canon Homelander, but I'm not about to focus on that right now. For episode 7, Captain Jean-Luc Picard versus Grand Admiral Thrawn, a massive scale army fight like we have.
Guys, I'm so sorry, but I'm not into the Star Trek series or the Star Wars series. Like neither. I think uh, like I like sci-fi. I mean, like come on, but like when it comes to horror sci-fi, when it comes to like actual sci-fi, like only a few good movies that are just sci-fi or like that I really like examples of the horror sci-fi. I'm talking about like Predator, the Predator series, the Aliens series. You got yeah, and you got others, but when it comes to Star Trek and Star Wars, not really into those series.
Never seen before on this show. Alongside the tactical comparison, this idea is an easy avenue to just debate which franchise has better technology overall, which I certainly have no problem with, and I think it makes a lot of sense to incorporate as many animation styles as possible when showing exterior shots in space, shots within the spaceships, the communication screens, all of that deserves to look unique. From the storytelling to the firepower and ideological analyses, this matchup represents the true essence of the Star Trek and Star Wars rivalry more than any other. For our mid-season finale, episode 8, Son Goku vs. Sonic the Hedgehog, an iconic.
Yo, okay, now, oh shoot, okay, now guys, I used to be a big fan of this Death Battle, but really thinking about it, like Sonic the Hedgehog is cooking Goku. Now all those Goku fans, okay, I'm a Goku fan too, but I know that Sonic the Hedgehog cook. I mean, I like Sonic more. I'm not gonna act like I'm not um that I don't like Sonic more. But we all know how far Sonic's go, like fifth dimensional to sixth dimensional. Goku, I think like maybe fifth, fourth, fifth, and let's say Goku is skills higher than that. Like come on, hypersonic or supersonic 2 or like cyber supersonic, the one with the blue eyes, supersonic with the blue eyes, cooking Goku. I'm sorry, and yeah. But I actually used to be a very big fan of this matchup. But if you really take a thought into it, Sonic is cooking. And speed blitzing Goku too.
And infamous, wink wink, idea in the broader versus space, loved by some and complained over by everyone. With these being two of the most used series in Death Battle history, and the characters who keep continuously fighting the same opponents, this double run back allows them to shine in a different context that could still be an epic clash. No matter your opinions on the matchup, this episode is meant to be the attention grabber.
Oh yeah, of course. It's definitely gonna be fun. Even though I know Sonic's winning, it's still gonna be really fun. I'm definitely gonna be so hyped for
It's
this.
the one where everyone and their mother knows the fighters, and whether people are in or out of the versus community, it's gonna draw out all the engagement possible before moving into the second half. For episode 9, Korra versus Delsin Rowe, I hope you all liked my very subtle foreshadowing for this matchup.
I'm a Avatar fan. Avatar Last Airbender better than Legend of Korra. Legend of Korra like got the man. It's the first half was good. Second half though, okay, but I do not know. I've not watched or I'm not played. Well, I don't know if Infamous is a game show movie, but I haven't heard of the series, and I don't know the character.
In the previous segment. Right after a battle between two of the greatest heroes ever known, this episode explores what it means to carry on the heroism, but also how they grow into their own characters. The theme is very different from Korra's last appearance on the show, and it's a bit of a people pleaser in that this is the idea a good majority of viewers wanted for her in the first place. There's a decently cool combination of abilities present here, pretty interesting series combination too, and as long as the choreography and writing work together to make it a believable interaction, I think it's a good pick. For episode 10, Tengen Uzui versus Aoi Todo. We may have seen both of these series before, but it wasn't
Ooh, okay, I've never seen this death battle matchup, but oh my, having a Demon Slayer versus Jujutsu Kaisen death battle, that'd be so cool, bro. But I already know who's winning. Kinda, I'm not sure. I don't know how far Demon Slayer really skips. I think they skipped like maybe town level or multi-state block. But Toto, yeah, I think Jujutsu Kaisen and Demon Slayer characters, like, I know that Jujutsu Kaisen has a stronger verse and their top tiers are stronger than Demon Slayer's top tiers, but I think they're pretty close when it comes to like scaring with the these. But I'm cheering. But I don't know who to cheer for though. Like, who do I want to win? The Tengen Uzui, uh, Toto. Oh my Toto, the Tengen. Oof, oof, man, bro. I don't know. If I if I really have to pick though, if I want to win, I want Tengen to win.
quite like this. Simply put, this idea is meant to be as over the top and in your face as possible. It doesn't need an
Oh, but also like, but who do I think is gonna win? Toto.
essay's worth of connections for the personality to speak for itself compared to all the other matchups. And the best part is, there's room to showcase these guys' other major traits too, like their dedication and proficiency when it comes to combat. This is a death battle after all. It's a balancing act that may lean a bit more on the laid back side of things, but that makes it fun, and their franchises ensure it could still be a beautiful fight animation and a genuinely interesting character study. For episode 11, Nightcrawler vs. Nico D'Angelo, an underworldly concept with ironically
I want Nightcrawler to win. Not a big fan of Percy Jackson.
a lot of heart behind it. It might
Resume with the video.
be a bit of an out there matchup, but really shows just how similar two characters from very distinct worlds can still be. A lot of their respective skill sets and themes match up pretty well for a death battle production. Plus, with Nightcrawler's insane immortality presumably having been retconned as of late, it's an easier sell to bring him onto the show now. I mean, as long as it's not Nightcrawler versus number 5. Point is, it's an intriguing idea with surprisingly relevant characters right now, and it has the potential to hit incredibly hard on an emotional level, even if you're not the most attached to X-Men or Percy Jackson. For episode 12, Thrall vs. Ghazghul Thraka, Orc Shaman War Chief versus Cyborg Warlord. You could absolutely call this the wild card episode, the one that would probably come out of nowhere for a lot of people, but nonetheless,
No comment.
a fitting matchup that gives us our fill of high fantasy and everything else that makes up Warhammer 40,000. And that series introduction in and of itself makes for a production unlike any we've ever seen here. It really is just as much teaching the audience how the games work as it is dissecting all the lore.
Sorry guys,
The
I'm
comparison
bleeding
itself feels
right
so
now.
right, yet there's more than enough distinct elements to
I
each
can
of
still
them
talk.
that we definitely be in for a fight of unique power clashing and epic proportions. For episode 13, Slenderman versus Sadako Yamamura, we haven't
Oh, yo. This actually, bro, if they bring Slenderman to Death Battle, bro, oh my, I'm definitely cheering for Slenderman, bro. Like, bro, I don't think, bro, this little girl's gonna get cooked, bro. It's like, I'm sorry, Sadako, but you gotta go. Slenderman's gonna be all his tentacles, gonna be, being, man, being the brakes off of Sadako.
skipped Halloween in these dream seasons, and we sure as hell aren't going to start now. Here we move into a Champions Island rep that definitely garnered some support in the event, and this idea pairs him with his relatively new opponent going around instead of any of his historically major matchups. It gives two of the most well-known icons from creepypastas and horror films respectively a chance to shine, because Death Battle's been sorely lacking in those departments overall.
Yes.
And of course we go back to an actual scary Halloween tone like Jason vs. Michael, but even deeper into that fear of the unknown concept, which can absolutely be frustrating, but also really interesting.
I'm still kind of waiting for Pennywise versus Freddy Krueger.
For episode 14, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles vs. Lego Ninjago, the new long-awaited sequel to the critically acclaimed TMNT Battle Royale. A bit more...
They can't be doing this to me. Like, no offense, but I'm not. Hey, I'm not. I want to be biased. I want to be biased saying, "Oh, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles beating Ninjago easily, like overpowers." I'm like, bro, like Death Battle highball them. Like Death Battle like make something that makes the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles win. But being realistic here, like now, I don't know how far Ninjago scales, right? But like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, they don't really have powers. They're like superhuman strength, superhuman everything, right? But like the only one with actual powers is like Rise. I don't know how far Rise even scales. Like Rise TMNT, I don't know how they scale. But Lego Ninjago, like I don't know how much they scale, but they just look stronger than TMNT. And like, bruh, if it has to have bruh, I hated Red Ranger versus Leonardo, bruh. Like, come on, we all knew that Red Ranger was gonna cook Leonardo, so that was not even close. Like, come on, Death Battle. Like, how dare you do that to my goat, bruh? But back to the video.
On the lighthearted side after the last episode, but still with some emotional baggage to unpack, and it leverages the idea that every single one of these guys is at their best in these teams. Working together is their true maximum potential. This is the episode where the choreography takes center stage, utilizing everyone's weapons and powers in cool ways, in addition to their raw ninja skills. Also, like Omori vs. Room, this idea, or some variation of it, was suggested a number of times in the Discord, and it's nice to get a team battle in there considering how rare it can be on the show. For our penultimate episode, Funny Valentine vs. Senator Armstrong, we got a couple more villains up in here before we wrap things up, and also a little more humor to go with it. With the JoJo's Part 7 anime finally starting this year, it gets put way back into the public consciousness, and it allows this staple of JoJo's and Metal Gear matchups to get the wider attention it needs to really take off. The writing and the animation can equally play up the hilariosity of the comparison, the memes, and the nationalism that can be kind of scary to think about. This may not put it close to some election or anything, but I wouldn't say placing it in these times is totally inappropriate either. I'm very happy to be Canadian. And last but not least, for the finale, Hatsune Miku vs. Barbie, bringing in one more Champions...
Ooh, now, I already know Hatsune Miku's cooking Barbie, bro. Like, Hatsune Miku's cracked. Especially if she was able to fight Godzilla. Like, Godzilla the GOAT. Barbie, man, like, Barbie's a toy. Barbie, I don't know how far Barbie skills. I think I heard that she skills like maybe star level off this one random, like a show or something. I'm not sure. But I know Miku's skills higher. Miku, like, Universal plus Miku, and like, or Miku can act like 200 pump Superman. But yeah.
Island rep that some people probably felt got taken out too soon, and pairing her with her biggest opponent in this day and age by far. Low-key, I think this matchup could totally be finale worthy, mostly based on the impact and instant recognizability of not just the characters, but them as brands as well. It's an episode that the average non-versus person wouldn't expect could go nuts and look beautiful as an animation, and there is so much to cover in the analyses, the last thing it's gonna be is boring. When Death Battle lives up to such high potential, we all get something insanely amazing and amazingly insane. And that potential is here. So guys, that closes out the dream season for the year. Once again, thanks to everyone who submitted. You did not make the job easy. If you want to see previous dream seasons or join the Discord server itself, all of that will be linked in the description. Otherwise, give this video a like if you enjoyed it, subscribe if you want to see more, and become a channel member for more support and perks. That's it for me, so thanks for watching, and have a great day.
Okay, guys. Now, this was a really good video. So much good matchups, like, except for the ones I didn't know. Except for the ones I didn't know. But, man, bro, like, bro, if Death Battle really did this season, bro, like, that would be like a dream. I know, no pun intended, but, like, really, really good. Really good, video. I think you should check out the Raptors channel. Check out my channel. I do reaction videos. I do gaming. I do cringy voiceovers. I do edits. I do animation. Like pretty much like just to entertain you all. But that's it for today's video. Love you all and God bless you all. Bye.